All right, so I'll go through this um, lesson number one. Okay, we've actually I think done most of these words, so I'm not going to write them. Okay, just to save time, you can look at the previous recordings and you can see how they're written, kind of in transliteration. But I'll go through each one. So this one again, it's the thing that we did, that what is this or who is this, okay? So mahada, remember that means what is this, okay? Manhada, who is this? And these are two very important words, okay, that you'll see in Arabic, and obviously because we're learning this Arabic for the Quran, so definitely you'll see these words in the Quran as well. You'll see ma a lot for what, okay? What? So these are the kind of the two words I really want you to focus on. And these are what we call the high frequency words. You'll see them again and again, okay? Then you've got man, okay? This is actually man, it's not man, man. And this means who, okay? So what is this and who is this? And it makes sense because, what things are what and people are then who, okay? So you use that. And how that just means is this, okay? So what is this? Who is this? And then there's the answer. Hada, this is qalamun, a pen. Hada tabibun, this is a doctor, okay? Hada kalbun, you can see the picture, okay? It means dog. Hada, look at the picture, jamilun, which is a camel, okay? Then there is this new way of asking, okay? Instead of saying what is or who is, they just add this, okay? Alif fata'a, which makes this into a question, okay? So when you see this, and again you'll see this in the Quran as well, okay? It'll be attached to the beginning of like a verse, okay, or beginning of a word, and like afamai, okay, and it will change it into a question, okay? So ahatha, again, is this? So this could be translated as is this Deacon, a rooster, okay? And then the answer just says Nam, okay? So they've simply said yes, okay? Then again, Ahada, is this Kalbun, a dog? So it's not, so the answer is La Hada Kittun, okay? No, this is a cat, okay? If we move down, Ahada Hisanun, again, is this a horse? It's not a horse, so La, no. Hada Himarun. No, this is a donkey, okay? Again, ahada waladun. Is this a boy? Naam, yes. And then man hadha. Who is this? Hadha rajulun. Okay, I'm pretty sure that we did that. Okay, before, let me quickly pause the recording, see if there's any questions. Okay, so now let's go through the summary points, okay? Of what we learned in lesson one, and then we'll begin lesson two. Okay, so we learned this. What is this? And we said mahada. That's the expression you need to memorize. Okay, mahada, mahada. It means what is this? Okay, then you will answer it by saying hada and then the noun. Okay, hada kitabun. Okay, this is a book. And then you will say ahada baytun. Is this a house? So then the answer is Naam, yes. This is a house. Then the other one is the next one, sorry, is La Hada Masjidun. Okay, no, this is a mosque. Okay, so or this is a masjid. So like I said, I'm not spending a lot of time on this intentionally because we've done this in quite in detail. And then Man Hada. Okay, so really what they want you to do here is to make sure that you know these. Okay, and I would recommend that you take some time and actually memorize these. Okay, because if you memorize the expressions and the vocabulary as you go on. When they're repeated, you've already got that kind of in your word bank, okay? And you will understand the rules very easily, but you do need to spend some time memorizing these words. So I would say definitely memorize these. And these are all high frequency words. You're going to see them again and again, okay? Sometimes in different forms, but you will see them. Now let's read these notes, okay? So it says Hada is pronounced as Hada, but it is written without the first alif, okay? Now, for those of you who don't know, how to read Arabic, and I'm working on the assumption that you don't. we're not going to spend too much on this, okay? All it means is, see this alif here? It's not here, okay? So this one, you can't tell that you're supposed to prolong the sound, okay? But this one, you will be able to, okay? So this is kind of like the Arabic way of writing it, and this is like the tajweed or the Quranic way, okay? So here you've got the alif there, so you know you're supposed to stretch it out and say ha. Okay, here you can't, but you're supposed to pronounce this as a long ha. That's all they want you to know, okay? So don't say hada, hada, say hada, okay? That's all they want you to do. Stretch out the ha, okay? Then it says Arabic has no word corresponding to the English is, okay? And if you see, we say baytun, okay? So hada, this is baytun, a house, okay? So hada means this is, but all this says there's no actual word for is, and they've kind of incorporated it into Hadha, and they've incorporated kind of a house, the a part into Baytun. Okay, then it says there is no word in Arabic corresponding to a, and so this is a book. Okay, so that at the end of like Baytun, Masjidun, that is the a. Okay, that is the a. Okay, so when we say Baytun, we're saying a house. Okay, a house, not just house, but a house, okay? And when we're saying hada, we're not just saying this, we're saying this is. And the reason is, this house, if you translate it like hada baytun into just this house, you get incorrect meaning. So we translate it kind of into this is a house, okay? So the end sound at the end of the Arabic noun, kitabun, baytun, masjidun, is the Arabic indefinite article corresponding to a or an. And all it means is that n at the end is a kind of the equivalent or the translation of a and an, okay? And this is called a tanween, okay? So just try to forget about that for now, the tanween, okay? As long as you get like the vocabulary and you can make sense of the phrases for the meantime, don't burden yourself too much, okay? Just try to learn as much as you can, and the rest we will build up on your basic knowledge with every lesson, okay? So then it says again, as we mentioned, this hamza, this at the beginning of a statement turns into a question. So for example, hada baytun, this is a house. Ahada baytun, is this a house? And then this is your vocabulary, okay? Okay, let me just quickly go through it. Okay, so waladun, boy, a boy. Talibun, a student. Rajulun, a man. Tajirun, a merchant. Kalbun, a dog. Qittun, a cat. Himarun, a donkey. Hisanun, a horse. Jamalun, a camel. Dikun, a rooster. Mudarrisun, a teacher. And let's go through the next. Baytun, a house. Masjidun, a mosque or a masjid. Babun, a door. Kitabun, a book. Qalamun, a pen. Miftahun, a key. Maktabun, a writing table. Sarirun, a bed. Kursiyun, a chair. Najmun, a star. Tamisun, a shirt. Tabibun, a doctor. Okay, so again, I'm going to quickly pause before I move on to lesson two, and we're going to do just a very small part of lesson two, okay? Carry on. Okay, so now let's move on to lesson two. Okay, so the same vocabulary is used. Okay, so if you've memorized it, you can see there is a house there, there's a masjid there. She's pointing to a star. So it's all the same vocabulary, okay? But what they want to do now is introduce you to a couple of new phrases, okay? So up until now, we were talking about this, okay? Hada, this, okay? Now we're going to learn of a new word, which is dhalika, okay? Dhalika means that, okay? So it's this and that. And obviously, when you say this, you're talking about something which is close to you, okay? It's in terms of proximity, it's near, okay? So you'll say this is my house, okay? Or if it's far away from you, you will say that is my house, okay? So that's what we're doing. Hada, this, dhalika, that. Okay, so you can see here they've written dhalika. Okay, so let me just tell you how we pronounce this. Okay, so dhalika, it's, let me fix this. Okay, it starts with this letter here, which is the. Okay, it's your dhal. Okay, okay, dhal. Okay, and this is a soft Z, okay? You've got the hard Z, which is this one, okay? Za, za. For this one, your teeth are together and they make a buzzing sound. For dal, which is kind of, you can see the shape is different, okay? Okay, it's more softer. You've got to bring your tongue out and soften up that dhalika, dhalika, okay? And I tell people that, you know, when you say they or their, it's that sound actually, because it's like a Z sound, but you are sticking your tongue out. So that's kind of like the closest sound in English that I can think of. Um, okay, so we're using the the lika, and again, it's long. Okay, when they've written it here, it doesn't look long. It's not obvious that it's long, but it has to be long. Okay, so let me write underneath it that it says the, okay, the Lee, and I'm going to write Lee like this, okay, but you don't want to kind of stretch it out too long. Don't say Zalika, it's just Zalika, Zalika, and then you've got Ka, okay, and this is just you know, the light Ka, like cat, Kit Kat, okay, Zalika, and it means what? It means that, okay. So something which is far away, okay? So again, you should know what this means. Ma, what? Dalika, what is that? What is that? So that, or kind of, you know, you would say that is, okay? Or is that kind of thing, okay? Ma dalika, what is that? Okay? And so she's pointing to a star. So dalika, that is a star, okay? Najmun, okay? Ma dhalika, and I think I will just write it, okay? So it's ma, okay? Dhalika, what is that? And then dhalika, dhalika, that same word again, is najmun, okay? And remember we said this is an echoing J, okay? Najmun, najmun, okay? That is a star. And again, um, so now you've got two things. You've got a masjid here, and a little further away you've got a house, okay? So they're asking you here, or they're saying rather, that this is a masjid and that is a house, okay? So for this masjid, which is closer, they use the word hada, this, okay? Hada, this is masjidun, a masjid. And for that one, they say dhalika, that is baytun, okay? So hada masjidun, dhalika baytun, and then they connected with this word here. So this is wa, okay? And it means and again, it's a very common word, okay? You'll see it again and again, okay? Hada masjidun wa dhalika baytun. This is a masjid and that is a house, okay? Then you've got this one here. Again, you can see the horse is closer and the you know, the donkey is smaller, so he's supposed to be further away. And again, they say the same thing. Hada, for the thing that is closer. So hada hisanun, this is a horse. Wa, and that is a donkey. Dhalika himarun, and that is a donkey, okay? So let's just write it, okay? So it's hada, okay? Hada, okay? Hisanun, hisanun, and then wa, okay? Dhalika himarun, okay? Good, okay? So that's it, okay? Then we'll just do these last two phrases, okay? I think once you learn these, maybe a few more, then mostly they're repeated, okay? But let's see this. So again, it's the same concept again. When you've got out there, it changes it into a question. Okay, so this would be ذلك كلب. Okay, this is a dog. Okay, um, but it's a question. Okay, it's a question. Okay, because they've put this with it. Okay, so it becomes is this a dog? Okay, is this a dog? أذلك كلب, and obviously it's not, it's a cat, so they say لا ذلك قط. Okay, and again I'll just write it for you. Okay, um, the pen is okay. Okay, so أذلك. Okay, I'm gonna write it here. أذلك is this. Okay, is this كلب كلب, is this a dog? Okay, and they're asking about this animal here, and the answer obviously is going to be no. La, okay. Dhalika, that is, sorry, did I say this is? Yeah, it's supposed to be that is, obviously. That is, okay. That is a cat. Kittun, okay. Kittun, okay. And then here, um, you know, probably the girl's asking the boy, Ma dhalika, what is that? And then the answer is dhalika sarirun. Again, I'll just quickly write it. Ma, okay, which means what, okay. Dhalika is that, okay. What is that? Dhalika sarirun. Sarirun, okay. Dhalika sarirun. That is a bed, okay. I think we'll stop the lesson there for today. There's quite a lot of new words. I will attempt to add the transliteration to the document that we have, okay, so that you can avoid having to decipher my my writing. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording first of all.